Hey family, what if every single week you could discover the most unique, high-quality Black-owned products and brands and support our community with every purchase that you make? What if your everyday spending became a tool for building wealth, shifting narratives, and leveling the playing field for Black people worldwide? That's exactly why I created Be Smart by Black. Now, we started out as a two-sided marketplace, but now we're taking it to a whole new level with our free weekly newsletter. Every week, we'll handpick and deliver the best Black-owned products, exclusive deals, and inspiring brand stories right to your inbox. Here's the thing. We're in pre-launch right now, and if you sign up today at besmartbyblack.com, you'll get first access to our very first editions, VIP-only discounts, and the inside track on limited drops that sell out fast. Once we launch to the public, you'll miss those early bird perks. Now, this isn't just about shopping. It's about circulating dollars in our community, creating jobs, controlling narratives, and making sure Black businesses thrive. Like I always say, there's no revolution without economics. So don't wait. Go to besmartbyblack.com, join the pre-launch list, and be a part of this movement. And don't forget to share the web link Be Smart by Black with all of your network. Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 583. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is Be Smart by Black, the free newsletter that connects unique Black-owned products and brands to Black consumers. Be Smart by Black, the free newsletter that connects unique Black-owned products and brands to Black consumers. Now, if you guys have been following BEB or me, Jay Jones, for any period of time, you probably know, I believe in 2018, when my second book came out, A New Black Wall Street, I created a platform which was a two-sided marketplace called Be Smart by Black, where people who were Black product producers and brand owners could put up their products for free on the platform and Black consumers could shop them. Now, after, it was going okay, but it was a whole lot of work, and I started thinking about a better way to do this. So today I'm going to talk about the new revamp Be Smart by Black and why I decided to change it to a free weekly newsletter. But before we get into all the show content, let me just share a few things with the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and resource links, such as the link I just talked about, besmartbyblack.com, where we connect Black product brands and Black products to Black consumers. It is free to sign up, and if you are a product brand or you have a product you want to sell, make sure you go there also, because there's information about how to get in the newsletter. besmartbyblack.com. B-U-Y, black, not B-Y, B-U-Y, like purchase, okay? besmartbyblack.com. Also, make sure you take advantage of all the free resources that we have on the website. Go to blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, hit the Learn tab. There's a drop down. We have all types of resources on scaling your business, marketing, e-commerce, strategy and mindset, everything you need to move your business from point A to point B. And lastly, for all you first-time listeners, once again, welcome aboard. We drop a new episode every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all your major podcast platforms and YouTube. So wherever you're watching this or listening to this, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will not miss an episode. Now, let's get ready for today's show content. What if you could discover amazing Black-owned products every week and be a part of a movement that builds wealth in our community? That's basically what the new Be Smart Buy Black newsletter is all about. I believe in 2018, I started the two-sided marketplace, which is a marketplace such as Amazon, where you have sellers and you have consumers that meet on the marketplace and they transact business. I took it down after probably about 3 or 4 years because it wasn't getting as much traction as I thought it would. And it was really taking a lot of time and energy away. And if you haven't listened to the podcast recently, the whole BEB ecosystem is going to go through an iteration. I don't know what the changes exactly are going to be, but I know that I'm shortening the episodes probably down to 25 or 30 minutes. And I really want to focus on impactful actions and also episodes that are going to help you move the needle from point A to point B. And this is one of the iterations that I thought was super important. So I changed or reiterated Be Smart Buy Black from a two-sided marketplace into a new free weekly newsletter. And I think this is something that people are going to gravitate to because we need to support Black-owned businesses. I just read a Nielsen report that we're going to have an estimated buying power in the Black community of $1.98 trillion. That's with a T, $1.98 trillion. And the problem is less than 2 cents of every dollar that we spend is spent with a Black-owned business. And when I was writing my book, A New Black Wall Street, I talked about e-commerce and I talked about how the world is shrinking. And now you don't have to have a physical store to conduct business. And one of the new frontiers basically is e-commerce. And we need to really embrace that. And once again, in order to build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community, I say it on every show, we have to build and support Black-owned businesses. So while I was writing A New Black Wall Street, I said, man, I'm talking about all this stuff, but how can I facilitate the commerce transactions? And that's how I came up with Be Smart Buy Black, the two-sided marketplace. But I think this is even a better way to do it because newsletters are more personal. You're not going to be inundated every day with deals and things. It's going to be once a week, and we're going to have some special editions, for holidays, Kwanzaa, all times of the year. And I think it's really going to be super beneficial, not just to the consumers, but to the product owners and brand owners that are a part of the actual newsletter. So if you want to find out more about that, if you're a brand owner or a product owner, just go to besmartbuyblack.com and you can get information on advertising in the newsletter. So today we're basically going to talk about the relaunch of Be Smart Buy Black as a free newsletter. So I gave you guys some of the origin story. And once again, the mission was really to connect Black-owned brands to Black consumers and to facilitate that commerce. Once again, 2025 estimated $1.98 trillion of buying power just for Black folk in the United States. I'm not talking about Canada and worldwide. 1.98 trillion in 2025, and 2 cents of every dollar is only going to a Black-owned business. So we got to change that, guys. So the tagline is, it's a conscious decision. Be Smart Buy Black. It is a conscious decision. So a lot of times we'll go out and before we know it, we spent half of our paycheck on goods and services and haven't spent a dime with a Black-owned business. So I want to make it super simple. Every week you're going to get in your inbox for free unique Black-owned brands and products. We're going to have all types of specials. We're going to have drops in there for first-time brands, everything that you need to help support Black-owned businesses. And the key to pulling this off, guys, is that I need your help. So please spread the word, copy the link, besmartbyblack.com, share it with all of your network. It's a free newsletter. This is pre-launch, and you're going to get all types of perks as a pre-launch member to the newsletter. I want to talk a little bit why I'm pivoting, right? So there were certain challenges with the marketplace model. Once again, the two-sided marketplace is like an Etsy or an Amazon where you have the product producers and the consumers. And I wanted to scale it more. A lot of times, unless you're a well-known website like that, people aren't going to go and search you out. So I figured if I can be more direct and go into people's mailboxes once a week, it's going to actually help and improve the transaction amount between the consumer and also the new Black-owned brands and products. I think it's going to be more consistent and a more cost-effective approach. You know, I always talk about owning the data, right? So when you build a database, you can send out emails anytime you want. So if there's a special promo, say we have a new brand that's coming out and they say, hey, man, we want to really get out to your audience. We want to do a special email blast. We'll be able to do that type of stuff also. And it's a cost-effective approach to connect consumers, Black consumers with Black brands, you know, and also the power of owning and nurturing an audience through email is another big reason why I'm pivoting with this. I always talk about ownership, owning your data. So you don't own social media. You can build a great following on social media, but you can get shut down at any time for any reason. Your ad accounts can get cut off. Your whole social media can be shut down. But owning your database, owning your platform. I've done shows, multiple shows on that. So email is a platform that you can own. So nobody's going to be able to stop me from sending out, you know, Be Smart by Black, the weekly newsletter. So that's important too. I also want to talk about the content of the newsletter, and it's going to evolve, and I'm sure it's going to grow and change over time based on the feedback that we get from you guys, the subscribers. So we're going to have curated, unique product picks. We're going to do spotlights on Black entrepreneurs and their stories. We're going to do exclusive deals and early access to limited products. And we're going to make it fun for you to open the email. I want you guys to think, man, what kind of new and unique products are here today? Okay, how can I support this Black-owned business? And we want to expose as many Black-owned businesses to as many Black consumers as we can. And it's simple because this format benefits both the brands and the consumers. And if it's done correctly and we get the support from the community, this thing could be huge. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the pre-launch. We're probably going to launch formally it's sometime in September, but there's some benefits to signing up for the pre-launch. And remember, it's free anyway to sign up. So we want you to sign up now so we can build up that momentum. So when the first issue drops, you know, there's going to be a lot of buzz and a lot of response for the advertisers and the people that have their brands in there. So you get exclusive early access to first editions. So we're going to have all types of exclusive access to the first couple of editions that come out. We're going to have VIP only deals and others. So if you sign up now for the free newsletter, we're going to have special deals and promotions, and you're going to have access to limited products before the public release. So you're going to actually get access before everybody else does in the newsletter. So basically, these are some of the reasons why you should sign up now for the pre-launch. Once again, it's free, and it's going to start coming out sometime in September. Not exactly sure yet. Now, listen, guys, all you have to do is go to besmartbyblack.com, BESMART by BUY black.com, besmartbyblack.com. Put in your name and your email. You'll get a confirmation email. Make sure you hit that because that's going to confirm that you want to be part of the Be Smart by Black newsletter family. And basically, guys, every purchase is a step toward building wealth in our community. We're going to make sure that we circulate these dollars in the Black community. And once again, $1.98 trillion, it's crazy that only 2 cents of every dollar that we spend goes back to Black-owned businesses. And when I was writing the book, A New Black Wall Street, it just hit me. I'm like, there has to be an easier way for us to circulate dollars in our community. Now, before, most of us had to have a physical store. But now I guarantee you 90% of the listeners of this show have ordered something online. So there's no excuse not to support Black-owned businesses when you're going to get new, innovative, and unique products and brands in your mailbox every week. All you got to do is click, open the email, scan through. It's going to be about 4 or 5 different pieces in each edition. So it's not going to be overwhelming. So you're going to have a couple of brand spotlights. We're going to talk to entrepreneurs. We're going to have links out directly to the sites. So we don't partake in any of the commerce. All we want to do is introduce you to these unique Black-owned brands and products. And our thought process is, if we make it simple, then we can start circulating more dollars. And guys, if you guys support this and share BeSmartByBlack.com with your network, put it on social media, send it out. If you have an email database or whatever, put it, whatever you can do to further this. It's going to not help just us, but it's going to help our community in general. I don't know how many times I talk to, as a business coach, I talk to Black businesses that are trying to launch, and this is specifically for products. So it's not really services. So these are physical products. But I don't know how many times I speak to Black product owners who are having problems getting a footing, getting up some steam. A lot of times when you sell a product, unless it's something that solves a problem, it's hard, okay? Because you're not really solving a problem. Say you sell hoodies or flip-flops or whatever like that. Great products, but they don't necessarily solve a problem. So now if you are a product producer, your products can be introduced to a whole bunch of Black consumers that are interested in buying your products and services. So this is a launch pad for new Black entrepreneurs, existing brands. This is an opportunity to get the eyeballs on your products or your brands. And it's super simple. And like I said, one of the biggest issues that most physical products brands have that don't solve a problem. I remember in one group I had, there was a gentleman that had a sweat. He was selling T-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. But it was hard to cut into the market because you're not really solving a problem. So you have to be able to get in front of people that are ready, willing, and able to purchase and support your products and services. And that's what it's all about. It's the interaction of business. It's commerce. You ever seen Baby Boy? When they was out there, he was boosting dresses and he was on the corner with his boy. He's like, yo, it's commerce. It's buying and selling. Okay. That's what commerce is. But if you can't get your product in front of the right eyeballs, guess what? You're not going to sell. I don't care if it's Black-owned or whoever owns the products or services. A function of being able to sell is getting your product or service in front of people that are ready, willing, and able to buy. And as Black folk here in the States and worldwide, we want to support Black-owned businesses. That's what I talk about every day with my coaching students on the podcast, in life in general. That's just what I talk about. That is my mission. That is what God designed me to do, to help my people. And this is how he designed me to help my people, giving them actionable steps and an ecosystem with Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and now giving them a vehicle to conduct commerce, to conduct business. And that's Be Smart by Black. Now, before I get to this last segment of the show, guys, let me just share all my social media contact information and resource links. Once again, right now, go to BeSmartByBlack.com to sign up for the free newsletter. We are in pre-launch. Take advantage of all the perks you're going to get in pre-launch. Also, don't forget to utilize the website, BlackEntrepreneurBlueprint.com. We have all types of free resources that help you move from point A to point B. Also, you'll see BeSmartByBlack.com on the website, and you can click that image or that button there, and it'll take you for your free sign up. Now, if you want to connect with me, guys, anything long, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES @blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, Instagram, I have 2 IG accounts, actually 3 now. First one is J Jones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. Second one is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. And the third and newest one is Be Smart by Black. Be Smart by Black. I just started that new IG account and Facebook account, so make sure you check that out. And we'll have links and stuff on that those platforms also. LinkedIn, connect with me there. Just search for J Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. YouTube, we have new content and additional content on YouTube that is not on the regular podcast. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Now let's get ready for this last segment of the show, which is going to be super short. Guys, I say this all the time. There's no revolution without economics. You have to have economics if you want to change anything. If you want to change the media narrative, you have to have money to do that. If you want to change your education, you have to have money to build and support schools. If you want to change your health care, you have to have money to build and support hospitals or medical clinics. There's no revolution without economics. You can get but so far without the economic backing. And the way you do this is by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. So back during the civil rights era, we didn't have an option really. So we supported Black-owned businesses. That's why they had so many Black Wall Streets in Tulsa, in Durham, North Carolina, and all over the place. There were pockets of black commerce in every city in every country, right? I look at Philadelphia when I'm growing up. Each section of the city had their commerce, right? I'm from Germantown. So we had Germantown Avenue. We had Chew, Street. If you were from West Philly, you had 52nd Street. Every area of the city had their own piece of Black commerce in there. And that's what we've fallen away from, because now we don't have to just buy from Black-owned stores and Black-owned businesses. We have the ability to buy from anyone. But in doing so, we're not being conscious, and we're not necessarily helping our own community. So the thing is this, the tagline is Be Smart by Black. It is a conscious decision. So every time that you go shopping, right? A lot of people do DoorDash. They do all kind of different things where they don't even go to the supermarket anymore. Everybody's used to buying online. You're going to get every week, you're going to get new businesses, Black-owned businesses, Black-owned brands that you can shop online. So there's no excuse not to give a percentage of your money to Black-owned businesses. So just like me and everybody else, when you go to the supermarket, you normally buy pretty much the same thing, right? I'm going to buy Q-tips. I'm going to buy cotton swabs. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. You have a regimen, right? So what we need to do is we need to start changing that regimen a little bit and start buying on the internet through Black-owned businesses. And there's no excuse now, because every week you're going to get some unique Black-owned brands and products right in your mailbox. Okay, so this is something that has to be a conscious effort. As long as the products are good, the services are good, support them, And it's funny because a lot of times we talk about pricing. Sometimes Black-owned businesses prices may be a little bit higher because we don't have the collective buying power that we can sell things at a lower price. So, for example, if there's a Black corner store on one corner and an Asian store on the other corner, and the Asian store sells wrap snacks for 10 cents cheaper, it's not necessarily because the Black store is trying to get you. They may not buy cooperatively. I know there are a lot of Asian cooperative buying groups that are going to go buy in bulk, which is going to be able to reduce their individual cost per unit, and they're going to be able to sell it at a little cheaper. So it's not necessarily that, this Black business is trying to gouge me. Another thing is, when you want to spend a lot of money on some dumb stuff, guess what we do? We'll be spending $900 on a pair of sneakers that look like Bobos to me, right? Bunch of junk. But because somebody, normally a white person, put their name brand on it, you're going to spend $500 for a t-shirt that got Supreme on it or some other dumb stuff. So don't talk to me when you're talking about pricing in black businesses. And I want you guys to have the same level and amount of critique for every business that you have for black businesses. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but all I keep hearing, oh, black businesses, we don't do business well. We don't do this. We don't do that. I know a lot of black owned businesses that are excellent at customer service. OK, you just got to find them. I'm not going to say if a business is not, treating you right to continue to go to them. I don't care if they're black, Asian, whatever, what type of business it is. But when you go to that Chinese store to get that chicken wings and all of that, and they throw your change on the counter, do you say anything? No, that's disrespectful. But your happy ass is going to be right back there next Friday when you get paid again. So I want you to critique every business as much as you critique black-owned businesses. All right. And before I get on another tangent, I'm going to shut it off right here. Make sure you go to besmartbyblack.com. It is a free newsletter. Ain't nothing cheaper than free. And we want to expose unique and quality black-owned brands and products to black-owned consumers. I want you right now, if you're in your email or on your phone, type in besmartbyblack.com and send it to everybody that you know it makes sense to in your network that should get this newsletter. We all should have this newsletter because we're supporting black-owned businesses. You don't have to go and search on the web for stuff or whatever because it's going to come in your mailbox each and every week. Unique brands, unique products, all types of different specials and promos. And make sure you sign up now for pre-launch so you can get all of the benefits of a VIP pre-launch member. Now, I say this each and every week, family, because it's true. We get more and more downloads because of you, the BEB family. I appreciate you guys so much. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, the BEB ecosystem, besmartbyblack.com. Everything designed to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ and move you from point A to point B. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about building an economic power base in the worldwide black community by building and supporting black-owned businesses. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.